Good morning, traders. Welcome to the Forex morning update from Phoenix Blue. My name's Mark Owen. I hope you had a great weekend, fully prepared for the week ahead, and ready for any trading opportunities that might present themselves. Today is the first day of the summer months throughout the European and US sessions. So what you might experience is some low liquidity in the markets, which may lead to, don't like to say it, but even more erratic market conditions. It's not been the easiest of years so far with spikes galore, no sort of market continuity. The one thing that can usually happen through these low liquidity months is it can be the start of new trends and end of old trends. So do watch out for any impulsive moves because it really can be the start of these new trends. In terms of news, there's no real major news today. So let's see how the markets open and let's see where they want to start moving in which direction. One thing that we have got, I've tried to pick out a couple of headlines for you. Well, in fact, I only managed to get one, which goes in line with what we were looking at last few weeks. We've been saying we were sort of bearish the yen and looking at getting long dollar yen. So we've seen an increase in government bond yields, and the Bank of Japan confirmed that they're going to continue buying assets in order to maintain government and economy expansion to achieve their 2% inflation criteria for the economy. Now, what we've seen is we saw the Japanese yen or dollar yen break out of sort of the 112 area today. We're testing 114, and the current bond yield is up at the same highs as it was back in January of 2016. Now, at that point, the dollar yen was sitting at 121, so that's a good 700-point difference. So I'll be watching for breakouts of where we are now, dollar yen, and we'll be looking to get long on dollar yen and potentially long on other pairs, preferably something maybe Canadian yen, something like that may be of interest as well. CAD's probably one of the stronger markets out there at the minute with a rate hike probably priced in already for this week. The question is, will they talk about further rate hikes later? Okay, so time to look at the charts. Well, obviously we looked at it Friday, not a lot. Friday we had extremely good non-farm payroll numbers coming in way better than forecast. However, the one thing that they did miss out on was average hourly earnings was down slightly and unemployment rate had increased from 4.3 to 4.4%. So on one side it was really good news, and on the other side there was a slight bit of a knockback. I would expect to see some dollar strength follow through on the back of that. Now, I will also add to what I was saying about low liquidity. Watch out for any sort of comments from governing bodies, i.e. ECB, Fed officials, regarding monetary policy statements and their stance in terms of asset adjustments, because this is really what the market is now sort of looking at. I think the next meeting for the ECB regarding their monetary policy will be July the 20th. So any remarks coming out of any ECB officials regarding this will probably have a large impact on the market. So watch out for those comments. Euro dollar, well, we're sitting at major resistance, that 114.35 to 114.50. Potentially a double top forming, so the blue line I've drawn in around 113.25, just through here, if you can see my cursor moving, a break of that neckline, and we'll probably look to see the market drop down to 111.20. The one thing that hasn't happened yet is the closing of this gap. So the interesting thing here is we do have a commitment of traders extreme. We're pretty much on the extreme side in terms of net positioning to the short side. So I am expecting a correction in euro. We are currently short euro, and I'll be looking to run that to extended targets, but definitely looking to target that 111.20 area as a first target. Dollar yen, we're coming into a little bit of structure. um, around 114.20. We're nearly breaking last week's high. Ultimately, I'd like a little bit of a pullback, a correction to get long this market, but we know that when yen moves, it generally goes in a straight line. So I'll be watching intraday charts for buying opportunities, buy the dips, and reducing my position at the end of the day. So I'll be looking to make each position risk-free and try and capitalize on what could be a one-directional move for a good 500-600 pips. Kiwi, well, as you know, currently short this market and have been for a couple of weeks now. We've got a clear rejection of the trend line, weekly candle, reversal candle pattern, a break of last week's low, and we should see a test of 0.700, which is a good, near enough 300-point return, and then we'll be looking for that to drop down into early 69s, down towards the 6800, where we should next see major support. I am bearish Kiwi, huge COT extreme across all lookbacks, 36, 18, and 6 months. So watch for opportunities here. Dollar CAD, well, CAD has been the market on the move. We've seen strength now. This market has dropped just over 1,000 pips with no real respite, and the pullbacks haven't come into areas that have been of interest for us to then capitalize on this move. We will be looking at getting short should the opportunity present itself from about 1.3. We believe that the next rate hike is already priced in, so we're just going to wait for this statement. We do think that rate hike is pretty much on the cards, a pretty much certainty. So now the question is, what are they going to say after it? Will there be further rate hikes? So this is where we want to see that maybe a little bit of a spike, a volatility swing to potentially give us an opportunity to get in and take the market short. We may see an overcorrection, but this is where we're gonna watch for opportunities. We're not just going to jump into the market. Gold, well, we saw gold break through the short-term trend line. We expecting to see a little bit of a further decline, somewhere in the region of at least $1,200, which is this first horizontal line. I'll be looking for a rejection of this level here, which is $1,200 is the cost of production of gold in certain areas of the world. It's at the upper boundary of the cost of production. Lower cost of production will be about $1,050. So I'll be looking for longs in and around here, providing we get a rejection. If we don't get a rejection, then I'll be looking for a test of this lower trend line to get long. We do have a commitment of traders extreme long here from the commercials. So that's why I'm focusing on long opportunities for the bigger move. Ultimately, there is opportunity to get short on a smaller time frame down towards the 1200 barrier. If we look at the 4-hour chart, which I haven't posted in here for you, but if you look at the 4-hour chart, nice little pullback. There's a nice clear little level on the 4-hour chart to get short and trade that down to 1200. It'll give you about a $20, $16 return, something like that. And then WTI, well, I've got my alert set in and around the $43 area. Be looking to get long this market potentially if we get a rejection. We do have a commitment to traders long signal, but again, too early to be trading this. I expect further downside, at least to 43, maybe even 41.50, where we got a test of the lows earlier this last couple of months. So just through here in early June, sorry, can't get my words out. It's Monday morning, so please forgive me. Okay, guys, I've been getting plenty of emails regarding the meetup for traders. 25th of July is looking like our date for meetup for traders. I'll confirm times once I get numbers in. So anyone up for a meetup for traders on the 25th of July, please email this week. If you do not email this week, we will not confirm a meetup for traders. So this week is deadline for numbers, so I can secure the right location and the right setup. Okay, so meetup for traders, 25th of July Alternatively, I can get another venue, potentially in Kensington, which would be fantastic for experienced and new traders. So we will do two separate times. If you are a new trader, or you know a new trader, or someone willing to or wanting to get into trading, and you'd like to meet some experienced traders and have a bit of a social chat, see what's involved, what sort of money is required to put in a trading account, who's a good broker, how much time do I need to spend in front of the charts, this kind of thing, what sort of returns are achievable, because there's so many pie in the sky rumors out there, what can be earned and what can't be earned. Just come for realistic, truthful opinions of the market, where you're not going to have the wool pulled over your eyes. We tell people as it is, and we'll tell you whether trading's right or wrong for you. Experienced traders, those guys that are already doing it, well, guys, pass it around. We look forward to meeting you, working with you. Let's let's get something going. We're going to set up a great community. This year is a fantastic year so far for Phoenix Blue, and we're really looking to expand. We're looking for new traders as well. Okay, have a great trading day. Stay disciplined. Be patient. Wait for the right setups. Don't forget, if you're not following us on Facebook or Instagram, do that today. Hit like, drop us some comments, and hit share. Pass it around, spread the word, and we look forward to sharing our news and analysis with you every day. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.